Let's try an SAT math problem. A right triangle has sides of length 2 root 2, 6 root 2, and root 80 units. What is the area of the triangle in square units? And here are 4 answer choices. Now, I'm about to solve this problem, so you might want to pause the video and try to solve it on your own. So, when you're finding the area of the triangle, the most common formula, and the only one you need to know for the SATs, is 1/2 base times height. Now, we're given 3 sides of the triangle. What's interesting is if you just have any standard triangle and I give you the 3 sides, that's not enough to apply this formula because the height of a triangle is usually not one of the 3 sides. But in this problem, we have a right triangle, and that is really helpful for us because if you have a right triangle, then if this side is the base, you actually can consider one of the sides the height. And we have all 3 sides, so we just need to figure out which side is the base and which side is the height. And one way of doing that is actually by figuring out which side is the hypotenuse, because then the remaining 2 sides are the base and the height. We just multiply them together, multiply that by 1/2, and there's our answer. So what is the hypotenuse? Well, the hypotenuse is the longest side in a right triangle. So what is the largest number among these 3? Well, 6 root 2 is obviously bigger than 2 root 2, so it's really a fight between 6 root 2 and root 80. Now, this is a little bit hairy because if you're taught to simplify radicals, you might simplify root 80 into, well, 80 is 16 times 5, so I believe this is 4 root 5. But 4 root 5 compared to 6 root 2, it's not obvious which one is bigger. So if you're stuck here, the real trick is to go the other way, starting at 6 root 2. So how do I turn 6 root 2 into something that looks like root 80? Well, 6 is root 36, so 36 times 2 is 72, so 6 root 2 is root 72. And obviously that is less than root 80, which means the hypotenuse is root 80. And the area of the triangle is 1/2 times 6 root 2 times 2 root 2. And that is 12 times 2 divided by 2, so that is 12, which makes the answer B. Now notice that 24 is also an answer choice. When finding the area of a triangle, students often forget this 1/2 term. So test writers love to make one of the answer choices what it would be if the student forgot the 1/2 term. So if you see 2 answer choices and one of them is half the other one, and it's a triangle area problem, I bet on the one that's like 1/2. See you next problem.